He totaled my car.
The number you have dialed has been changed.
Yeah, still spinning. Still spinning because I wish this was a joke.
Yeah.
Step well.
Princess.
Growl.
I'm back, back. They thought I was done the whole time. I'm screaming, I'm back. I switch up my hair. Yeah, they gon' stare. And you can call me Jay. Like, comment. Don't forget to share.
Oh, and lock in. Subscribe. What y'all doing?
Okay, Chad, I'm so sorry. I know y'all been waiting so long for this video, but your girl's birthday just passed, so I've been celebrating, you know what I'm saying? So stay tuned for that vlog because it's dropping after this video. Welcome back to my channel. You guys are at That's How to Write. We are going to be getting into the final part of this abusive ex toxic type like relationship story time. Y'all know our regular disclaimers. No hate to the individual in this video, not too much. We live and we learn, so it's okay. Not really. But without further ado, we're gonna hop straight into this video. If you guys see me looking down, I have a lot of notes. Like part 3 is like a lot, so bear with me. So sorry in advance. Y'all actually didn't get the video to 3K likes. We were close enough, but I didn't want to keep y'all waiting too long. I started getting DMs on different platforms, and I know once it gets that far, you guys are pretty impatient and y'all are ready for the story time. So let's get this video to 3K likes just because we're ending it off, and this is a lot, okay? This is very much a lot. So, okay, we left off pretty much where I ended up giving Seven $1,400 to invest in his business, okay? So that's where we left off.
It was at this moment that he knew.
So mind you, y'all, when I gave Seven this $1,400, he was gassing up his business. He was like, baby,
you ain't gonna have to worry about nothing, baby, like for real, like
you give me this money, like I'm gonna give it to you back times 10. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he was really gassing up his business, how his business was gonna do so well, and it's
guaranteed.
Type like that. So keep that in mind, y'all. Seven was literally like, you don't gotta worry about nah, girl, like you is good, like don't worry. So yeah, as he's saying all of this, I'm like, okay, I'm low-key feeling good about myself because I'm like, okay, I'm actually helping somebody. Like, I'm investing in someone's business. I ain't never did that before. Like, I feel like a pretty good girlfriend. Which is slow, given the fact that like everything in part 2 is just like, bro, Jay, what were you thinking?
Jay, I don't even know. Like, I can't even tell you that. Like,
and y'all, be very careful, my J Baby gang, of what you think love is, because love is patient, love is kind, love does not boast. The scripture's right there. That's what love is. So anything outside of that is not love, okay? Now, granted, people can change. I truly do believe God is good enough to change people, but it might take you leaving that person's life for them to change. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, y'all, like he's just gassing his business up, and I'm just like, yes, like I'm really helping my man. No. So I remember time was going on. Time's going on so much so to the point where my apartment lease is about to be up. Now y'all know, I think in the beginning of part 2, I just moved in. So that should kind of tell y'all like the time span. Like time was going on, right? So now my lease is about to be up again. My move out day maybe was like 3-4 months away. You know what I'm saying? So just keep that in mind, J Baby gang. I gave this man $1,400. My lease was finna be up in maybe 3-4 months. So as you know, the days approaching, I'm like, hold on, Seven, like
what happened to that $1,400 I gave you a few months ago? Like, what happened to that? I thought I was gonna get my money back. Like, what happened? Like, what's up with your business? Like, what happened?
You know, why does Seven get to blowing up? Seven is literally like,
what? What are you talking about? I don't owe you nothing. I don't owe nobody nothing, actually.
And he goes on this whole rant. He gets to cussing at me, and I literally was like,
the woman was too stunned to speak.
It literally felt like a slap in the face because it's like, I'm over here giving you my heart, being nice, being genuine for real. And that's another thing, y'all. I don't care whatever I go through. Nobody's gonna make me stop being a genuine person and a loving and a caring person. I don't care how much hurt and pain anybody on this earth has put you through. That should never change your spirit and change your heart and make you feel like, dang, I gotta put this guard up, I gotta be this person. Where it's like, yes, be cautious, be very discerning. Learn not to give certain people that show you those red flags that same type of treatment. However, I'm just gonna be the person that, like, no one's gonna change my spirit or break my spirit. So it's like, I wanna encourage y'all to do the same. Don't become this angry person because all of the crazy stuff that someone may have put you through, because when you do that, the enemy is sitting there laughing like, we got her, and it's like, no, you ain't got me. So let's play on the story. He's blowing up at me, he's cussing at me, and I'm just like, And mind you, anytime we would really argue, I literally would just be there like it's like every time he would show me his true colors, I would be in shock. So when he's saying all this, I'm knowing that the lease is finna be up. So in my head, I'm like, I'm not even gonna lie. I don't even care about the extras that you said you was gonna give me. Just run me my money. You know what I'm saying? Like, actually, just give me what you owe me. Just give me the 14. I'm cool. Like, just give me my money back, because you sitting here calling me out my name, disrespecting me, saying you don't owe nobody ish, you don't gotta do nothing for nobody, all this stuff. And I'm just like, can I get the money though? Like, he need my money back now? And he's like, no, I'm not giving you nothing, da da da. Actually, I'm gonna leave right now. So he gets to grabbing all his stuff. He walks out my house, he storms out. And that was that. But again, y'all, he still had access. Basically, y'all, I found out later on that Seven ended up investing all of that money into his business. And his business pretty much didn't do so well. So remember when he was gassing it up, saying like, yeah, I'm gonna give you all this back. Yeah, he basically didn't make any profit off of the business, so he couldn't even give it back to me because he ain't make no profit. Like, dang. But anywho, yeah, I just want to tell y'all that. I don't remember what exactly happened. I just know that Seven still had access. It wasn't a case of I cut him off. Like, no. He still had very much access, and he probably spent the night the same night. Like, he probably came back the same night and spent the night. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Stop it. Get some help.
But y'all, so there was this one day in particular, Seven's driving, right? And I'm sitting in the passenger seat. As I'm sitting in the passenger seat, out of nowhere, I just remember like I was scrolling on my phone. What happened? Oh! Y'all, I remember exactly what happened. So basically, Seven was in the driver's seat. I was in the passenger seat. I had my phone and I was scrolling on my phone, and all you hear is ding, 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 ding. Like, my phone is getting blown up. Like, my friends are blowing up my phone, y'all. And I know y'all probably like, was it your friend or was it a boy? Like, was you cheat? Like, no. No! Listen, hear me out. I was not doing anything I wasn't supposed to. I promise y'all. Seven was genuinely like, he was just a little crazy. So, my phone is blowing up. All you hear is ding, 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 ding. And Seven's looking at me like, who is that texting your phone? And I was like, oh, it's just Dre and Fred. Okay, pause in the story. If you guys watch my videos, y'all know there's two specific male friends that I have that have been on my channel for years. Literally years. The only male friends that have actually stayed around, you know what I'm saying? It's completely platonic. It's nothing like that. Those are my Morehouse brothers, right? We had a friend group chat at the time, and they were blowing my phone up, basically. And they were just trying to get me to hang out. I noticed once I got into this relationship with Seven, I kind of distance myself from all of my friends. And ladies, don't do that, okay? Please. That's unhealthy. If your significant other is threatened by your friends, that says something about them. It really has nothing to do with you unless you're actually out here plotting and bopping. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, Dre and Fred, my two guy friends that go to Morehouse, were blowing up my phone, right? When I tell him that, he's instantly triggered, y'all. So here's another backstory within the story. Seven kind of had this weird vendetta against my two male friends. Any male friend that I had, Seven wanted me to cut them off. And I remember me and Seven will get into little bickers before this incident about my friends. And I will always tell him like, bro, these are literally my friends. Like, do you want to talk to them? Like, cause they're not on that with me. Like, I know I'm princess. Like, okay. I know it might be hard for you to believe, Seven, that I have male friends that genuinely want to be my friends. I mean, I get it. But like, seriously, I'm not like that. I would never do that to somebody. So when we would have these little bickers and arguments prior to this situation, I will always emphasize like, bro, these are my friends. You don't have to worry about them at all. First of all, I actually known them before I even knew you. So it's like, no shade. So he would always try to get me to cut off my friends, but I never cut them off. I kind of like distanced myself a little bit. So as they're texting in the group chat, they're like, Jay, where you at? We need to hang. What you doing? You've been locked up in the house. We don't like that. We trying to fix that. So as they blowing up my phone, oh, and mind y'all, Seven actually met my friends that have been on my channel before, and he still did not like them. Like, I don't know what it was, but I just feel like Seven had a bit of insecurity when it came down to that, despite him meeting them, despite them inviting him over their houses, despite them actually talking and having conversations, despite Seven knowing that it was literally a platonic relationship. He was not hearing that. So press play in the story. Basically, they're blowing up my phone, and Seven is like, who is that? And I'm like, it's Dre and Fred. Like, as soon as I tell Seven that it's my male friends blowing up my phone, he literally spazzes out on me, y'all. Like, I'm not making this up. I don't know what happened. All I know is I was looking at my phone. You see the messages popping up, ding, ding, ding. And I was looking at the maps because we was headed somewhere. So as the location for the destination is in my maps, all I remember is seeing maps, and then I see my phone getting smacked into my face. Like, y'all, Seven backhanded my phone out of my hand, and my phone hit my face so hard it felt like he slapped me. Like, I literally was so confused. I was like at that point, I didn't know if he slapped me or if my phone slapped me. Like, I didn't know what was going on, but I just knew it wasn't right. So boom, y'all, instantly, as soon as the phone smacks me in my face, I literally start bawling my eyes out because that's how bad it hurts. Y'all know how when you hit something, you stub your toe, you slam your finger in the door or something like that, and it hurts so bad you start crying? Yeah, that was me. That man slapped my phone into my face. Like, he literally backhanded me basically, and once that happened, like, I literally started crying. Like, I couldn't hold the tears back. That's how bad it hurt. And as soon as I start crying, y'all, Seven does this whole thing again. If y'all watch part 1 and part 2, y'all know how he gives it up. Every time I would cry, he's like,
oh my goodness, like, bro, you're so extra. Like, why are you crying? Like, I didn't even do nothing. Like,
that was his demeanor always, every time that I cried. If this has ever happened to you, if someone is always trying to gaslight you, you need to run. Because literally, y'all, every time I cried, Seven, he would either ignore me, act like I wasn't crying, or he would gaslight me and make me feel like he did nothing to make me cry. You know what I'm saying? And that was kind of like a routine in our relationship, y'all. So yeah, y'all, I'm crying and he's doing all of that. Like, girl, you're doing too much. Like, why are you crying? And I remember in that moment just feeling so alone. Like, have y'all ever been in a relationship where it's like you're with this person every day, all day, but you still feel alone and depressed and sad deep down inside? Yeah, that's how it was. It's like I really only stayed around for him for his presence, like just to be around somebody. I guess fear of being alone. Whew, thank God removed that from me, because it's just like, no, I'd rather be alone than be in this, you know? So yeah, like, and that was just a feeling, a constant feeling as this relationship continued, that like, I'm actually not happy here. So once it started messing with my happiness, I was like, yeah, I need to start plotting my escape, y'all. So whatever, y'all, that happens, but that's not all. That's not all. I'm crying. He's yelling at me and looking at me like I'm crazy. Like, what are you crying for? And I'm literally not saying nothing to him. I do remember telling him, like, bro, you basically just slapped me. Like, I remember touching my head and it was sore. Like my face was sore, and I'm like, ouch, like, this hurt. And he's literally standing on it. Like, I didn't do that. Like, it's like he was really a narcissist. It's like he would really try to gaslight me and make me believe that he didn't do that, knowing that my head hurts. Like, I remember my head hurting and him literally trying to convince me that he didn't even slap the phone in my face. Like, and I'm literally sitting there like, boy, you're crazy. Like, bro, hurry up. I'm finna drop you off. I'm finna leave. Like, you need to go. Mind y'all, this man is doing all of this in my car. Like, you're doing this in my vehicle? And it's just like, what are you doing? So y'all, might I add, we are in the midst of traffic on the highway. So as soon as he backhanded me, the car stopped. The car is stopped on the middle of the Atlanta traffic highway, and everyone's beeping, beep, 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 beep. And we're sitting there arguing in the middle of the freeway, and I'm going back and forth. I was low-key contemplating on getting out of the car in the middle of the highway, but I didn't want people to think I was crazy, but I was literally triggered. That's how triggered I was, y'all. I was about to get out of my own car and walk home. And I'm not even close to home. Like, that's how triggered I was, right? So yeah, y'all, it was just like an ongoing cycle, and I noticed it was just gradually getting worse. And it's just like throughout our relationship, I start to realize when stuff like this would happen, I would realize how unequally yoked the relationship was. And a lot of y'all asked, what does unequally yoked mean in my last video? Pretty much being unequally yoked is just being with somebody that is not really on the same path as you spiritually. For example, you can have someone that says, oh, I'm a Christian, I believe in God, I believe in the same God that you do, but they're not really working towards living that righteous life. It's just not a mutually beneficial relationship, and it's not uplifting us both spiritually. If anything, I'm growing spiritually and you're kind of still like right here. Like, that's how it was. Seven was really just there, if that makes sense. Almost kind of like a monitoring spirit almost, but I don't want to drag it and place that judgment on him, but that's kind of how it felt. Like, he was just there. He wasn't pouring into me. I was the only person pouring into him. I was the only person like feeding him, and he wasn't feeding me. He was really just leading me into sin. You know what I'm saying? And that's the part that I want to tell y'all that's not okay. Your partner, the true person that God has for you, isn't going to make you feel that way. They're not going to make you feel like that at all. So let me remind y'all again for the 100th time to run. vagina. If you are experiencing anything similar, if you feel like, oh, that might be my man. And again, I do want to emphasize, I do believe people can change. I do truthfully feel like some people may have been through this and they're married now and they're blessed and they're great. You know what I'm saying? But for me, I had to go. You know, like, I don't know. And I vocalized that to him, but we not there. Let me slow down. We moving too fast. So yeah, y'all, we are in the middle of the highway. We're going back and forth. So much so to the point where when he slaps my phone out of my hand, he stops the car, he picks up my phone, and he's like, see, yeah.
Now you're not getting your phone back.
Funny. Yes, but not funny. Haha. Funny, weird.
I don't know who 7 thought he was, but bro, that man literally said, yeah, now you're not getting your phone back. And at that moment, I was like, oh, this man think he my pappy. But yeah, so all of this is happening. He snatches my phone. As soon as he snatches my phone, I'm like, give me my phone back. Like, what are you doing? Like, give me my phone back. He's like, nah, see, this is why. This is exactly why. You're not getting your phone back. You ain't getting your phone back. Like, he's literally talking to me like I'm some dog on the street. Like, what the hecky? So I'm like, oh, this is what this is. Oh, like, and in that moment, it kind of hit me how serious this toxicity was. You know what I'm saying? So he doing all that. He like,
why do you have this blowing up your phone? Like, you my chick. You're not supposed to have no man blowing up your phone. I don't even like the idea of that. Like, you was burnt out.
Like, y'all, he's literally tweaking with me, saying all these things about me. That's all I can remember from there. I know it was way worse being said, but eventually he still had my phone in his hand, and I'm just begging him to give me my phone back because it's like, I'm not a child. Like, I mean, granted, I was younger at the time. I still am young, freshly turned 22, but like, I just feel like I'm not a child, so why are you treating me like a child? I didn't like that at all, and I never dealt with nobody ever trying to control me like that. So this man is not budging. He finally starts driving again because so many people are beeping at us. They started to go around us at that point. Like, that's how long we was sitting in traffic. So I kid y'all not, 7 literally has my phone in his lap, his phone on top of my phone, and he's driving angry. Mind y'all, I'm still very emotional sitting in the passenger seat. My head's out the window and I'm just like praying to God, like, I cannot believe. So yeah, he's driving and I'm still crying though. That's the thing. I vividly remember me crying as we continue this almost 30-minute drive. He's not saying nothing to me. He's not feeling no type of remorse. He's just driving. But his anger soon turned to litness because this man is playing music, and I noticed that when I was upset in that moment and I was crying, 7 starts playing music and blasting music. Almost I felt like to ignore or like overthrow me and my emotions. That's how I felt. Because if I'm sitting here crying and I'm supposed to be your girlfriend and you the reason why I'm crying, instead of you like, baby, I'm sorry, like, you know, like da 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 whatever, you like this, hey, like listening to music. Like, he literally went from being mad to turning up.
Hey, man,
like singing the lyrics. And I remember side-eyeing him so many times, like in shock, like, I don't know, I was just so shocked. And I don't even understand why I was so shocked. Because it's like, girl, you know who 7 is at this point. Why are you so shocked? But I was shocked. So boom, y'all, we finally end up getting to our destination, right? At this point, I'm upset. I'm very, very livid. I'm like, get out my car. Get out my car. Just get out. Just get out. Get out. He's like, all right, I'll get out. This man literally gets out and takes my phone with him. And it's just like, bro, I know some of y'all might be watching. Y'all probably be mad when y'all man or somebody take y'all phone because y'all be cheating. But that's not the case for me. I wasn't doing nothing on the phone, so I didn't really care like that he had my phone because you could go through it. I don't care. It's the principle of the fact that you trying to control me like I'm this little girl and you're mad about my male friends that you already met. So it's like he takes my phone and he goes into the store and I'm literally sitting there just like just plotting my escape. You know what I'm saying? Just plotting. As I'm plotting, girl, he comes out the store with my phone. But he comes out the store with my phone with a whole different attitude. Oh, y'all, and before I forget, like, I know y'all probably like, Jay, like, if this is your car, why are you letting this man blast music in your car, do all of this? I'm not even gonna lie, y'all. 7 drove my car so much that it didn't even feel like my car anymore. Literally, 7 will always ask to use my car. And that ain't nothing to me. I don't really care. Use the car, which is not cool. I should care because I own this. This is in my name. And I know moving forward, I would never let somebody play with me or my car like that. And y'all are gonna see why I say that in a second. Because it's finna get way worse. Like, it's finna get so bad. So, like, 7 will always ask to use my car. And I went from being like,
okay, like, when you gonna be back? Like,
how long? To genuinely just not caring. Like, Like, at this point, I don't even care. At this point, and the reason why I say that, and I was feeling like that, is because he was paying for the car note and, like, the service. I wasn't really tripping, you know what I'm saying? So, it kind, I don't know, y'all. I say all that to say, like, it didn't really feel like my car anymore, y'all. And that right there was, like, my 100th mistake in this relationship, because what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, I made that man feel way too comfortable. I didn't put my foot down, nothing. Like, it's like he literally was just walking all over me. Don't be like me, y'all. Like, stand on business. Stop being this sweet, cutesy, little girl to someone that's being mean, and her to you. And I'm not saying, like, beat everybody up, but people like Seven, you probably could beat them up a little bit. Not literally, but figuratively. So yeah, like, he just got so comfortable using my car that if I felt like it wasn't my car anymore, I know that man probably thought, this is my car for real. Like, this is my stuff. Like, you know, he literally drove my car more than me, y'all. I remember when I purchased that vehicle, it had around 50,000 miles on it. When the vehicle was done and over with, it had over 112,000 miles on the vehicle. Yeah, and I didn't do that. That wasn't me. I wasn't even driving the car. That was all Seven. And I know, never again. I live and I learn. It's okay. So yeah, y'all, that's just a side note. But now looking back on it, like, low-key, Seven might have been using me for a car. And y'all gonna see why I say that in a second, baby. So yeah, all that happened, right? We get to the destination. He leaves with my phone. And as I'm sitting there plotting, he finally comes back out. And as he's coming back out, he came back out with a whole different demeanor, y'all. Oh yeah, and I remember, y'all, before he walked out, he like,
all right, I'll get out. Now watch, you're not getting this phone back either. Like,
and then he stormed off. So I'm just like sitting in the car like, what is this relationship? Like, what is this? You know what I'm saying? And honestly, y'all, at that moment, y'all know, so I was in the passenger seat. Once he gets out the car, I jump in the driver's seat. Like, I literally jump in the driver's seat. Like, I couldn't wait to get in that driver's seat and pull off. Because at this point, I'm like, honestly, keep the phone. I don't even care. Keep the phone. I'm finna go. So I jump in the driver's seat, and I promise y'all, I literally was about to pull off. Like, I was so close to pulling off. But then I'm like, that's not smart. That's not smart. Let me not pull off without my phone, because I kind of need my phone. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I was gonna pull off, but I'm like, let me chill. So I'm waiting on him to come out with my phone. And as he come out with my phone, mind you, I'm in the driver's seat now, and the doors are locked. So he comes, he sees I'm in the driver's seat, so he comes around to the passenger seat thinking he finna get in. That's where I got him, because you think you finna get in after you just did all that? Oh, no. And then you showed no remorse. So it's like, so mind y'all, he's trying to get back in the car, door's locked, and I'm not unlocking it. So I roll the window down literally this much. So I roll the window down, and I'm like, what do you want? Give me my phone. So he slides my phone down through the little window crack, and he's like, I'm sorry, baby. Like, now he wants to give me the whole pity, I'm sorry, When it's like, we just drove this whole 30 minutes though. Like, you could have gave me all that then. Maybe I would have been a bit more receptive to your sob story if you would have said sorry while we was on this 30-minute drive. But you want to say sorry now? Like, nah, I ain't gonna lie. Give me my phone and I'm done. So he gives me my phone. I'm not hearing his sob story. As soon as he gives me my phone and he gets to say, I'm sorry, baby, like, I'm sorry, all this, I literally pull off. Because it's like, I'm not gonna keep doing this with you. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like, at a certain point, something's gotta give. And this is when I started to stand on business a little bit more. Because the relationship is finna end, y'all. It's finna end. Thank God it's finna end. But literally, I was like, yeah, I'm standing on business. You're not finna keep playing with me. So I ended up driving off, pulling off, and I went to go hang out with my friends because I'm like, I ain't gonna lie. I've been in this relationship losing myself a little bit too much. Like, I forgot who I was, and I think you, Seven, I think you forgot who I was too. So let me remind you. So yeah, y'all, like, all of that is happening, and I pull off, and mind you, this man is blowing up my phone, sending me text messages, sending me paragraphs, and now he's so sorry, and I'm not hearing it. At least I wasn't hearing it for the first 3 hours. After I hung out with my friends and stuff, I get to reading the messages, and I'm like,
Oh, you love me? Are you missing? Oh, you want to do it again? Okay.
silly. Don't be like me. And I remember reading somewhere in the text, he was saying like,
no, for real, I'm sorry, I overreacted.
This is what made me like take him back a little bit, but not for real, because the relationship's still finna end. But I didn't know that at the time. He was basically taking accountability, saying how he really just is jealous when it comes down to things like that. He doesn't like any man like having access to me besides him. He just thinks that I'm so precious, like I'm like his little princess, and he just doesn't like that. So it was his fault for getting jealous at my friends, because he shouldn't be. I don't know, just it sounded like a lot of insecurities for real. But at the time I was hearing him out. I was like, okay, at least he took accountability, like, okay. So boom, of course I let him back. For the last time. Now this is the last time that I let 7 back in my life, because after that, let me just tell y'all my final straw. So everything was cool, mind y'all. It's about 2 months now to my move out date. So given that information, I remember inviting 7 over one night. And when I invited him over, he spent the night. And I remember falling asleep. And that's one thing about 7. And this is where I started to check out, but I started to notice it, and it started to bother my spirit. Like I said in part 1, at the time, I was a fiend. Like, I liked to indulge in smoking and drinking and just doing all that stuff. And now that's not really my vibe no more. And as I'm telling this story, in the midst of this relationship, I was noticing that that's not the lifestyle that I want to live. Because y'all, I remember getting so triggered at 7's behavior. Like, the things that we used to do together and I used to love, like, you know, smoking, you know, drinking, like things like that we used to do together that I used to love, I started to despise them and I started to hate them. Cause keep in mind, me and 7 are still going to church together. We going to church together, but I'm the only one changing. That's what it was, y'all. That was the final straw for real, on top of what I'm finna tell y'all. That's really what it was from a spiritual standpoint. I was growing and he wasn't. And I'm not saying he won't grow eventually, but he just wasn't growing on the same level that I was, and I could no longer do it. So I remember this specific night, I was asleep, and 7 would stay up until like 3-4 a.m. literally smoking, drinking, sipping lean, all this stuff. And I remember that was a very, very big pet peeve of mine, that it started to irk my spirit. Like, I couldn't be around it no more, y'all. It was cool at first, but then it was like, I actually don't like this. Like, I actually don't like this at all. Like, I'm starting not to like you. First thing 7 would do when he wake up is roll up. And the last thing 7 would do at the end of the night is roll up. And I didn't like that. The longer I stayed with him, I started to realize this relationship ain't causing me to do nothing but sin. And I remember vocalizing it to him and him saying like, okay, I'm gonna change, I'm gonna do better. But this specific night was when everything was like, yeah, no, you're not. You're not gonna change and do better. So I'm sleeping peacefully, knocked out. All I remember is waking up. I'm feeling around. I don't feel 7. So I'm like, where is 7? Where is 7? Where is 7? So I check his location. Location not found. Okay, I send him a text. The message is green. So I just sit, and I'm just sitting on my bed like, what's going on? What's going on? I peep outside. My car is not outside. So 7 took my car keys while I was sleeping and took my car and went to go do whatever it is he had to do. And as I'm, you know, processing all of my thoughts, I'm thinking something happened to him. I'm thinking something bad is happening, because this has never happened before. Like, 7 has never took my car keys in the midst of me sleeping without asking her. Like, he at least had enough respect to ask me, hey, can I use your car? But no. He started getting way too comfortable, and that's why I had to cut him off. And that's really not why. Let me tell y'all, it gets worse. So finally, I get a yeah, 7 calling me. I answer immediately, because it's like, where are you at with my car? This man is calling me, telling me that he totaled my car.
The number you have dialed has been changed.
Yeah, still spinning. Because I wish this was a joke. I genuinely wish this was a joke, and I wish it was fake, but it's not. It's real life. This man 7 took my car keys while I was sleeping, drove somewhere, and wrecked my car, totaled my entire vehicle, y'all. Totaled my entire vehicle. So I am literally pissed. Mind y'all, it's like 3 a.m. in the morning right now. It's like 3 a.m. and I'm getting this phone call, and he's like,
I'm so sorry, like, I wrecked your car, like, I'm so sorry, like, come here right now.
And I'm like, how I'm gonna get there? How I'm gonna get there? So, and I literally remember being so scared, because it's 3 a.m. I ordered an Uber to get to the destination of where my vehicle was, wrecked. Total crunch. And I remember getting in the car, and I remember the Uber driver was a man, and I don't like that. I don't really like getting in Ubers at night. You know, like, it just was a lot, y'all. My safety was being played with on so many different accounts, and that pretty much was the final straw. Now you're disrespecting me on different types of levels that I can't take it no more, you know? So once he took my car keys while I was sleeping and wrecked my car, y'all, I literally cut him off. Like, it wasn't just that, because I can give people grace like that. Cool, it's materialistic stuff. We could buy a new one. It's not that serious. Okay, But no, given everything that I have told you guys in part 1, part 2, and now part 3, I just feel like, yeah, 7 was definitely playing with me. Like, I don't know y'all, but at that point I was like, I can no longer do this with you anymore. And it's crazy because I remember sitting him down maybe like a week before all of this took place, and I remember telling him, like, listen, I have a word for you, and if you don't want to receive this word, that's fine, but I'm going to move on. So basically, and I wrote it down in my notes, y'all. It was so very serious because it was not a joke. Like, especially when we're talking about spiritually, this is not a joke. Like, this is not a game. We're not gonna keep sitting here and playing with God, going to church every Sunday, like doing this, but then we not living it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really started getting convicted in this relationship, and I was telling him, like, listen, sweetie, I basically told him we cannot stay together if we are going to be unequally yoked.
If you do not stop smoking, if you do not stop,
like, I just gave him like I just was pretty much being very, very straightforward with him. Listen, if you don't stop doing this, if you don't stop doing this, if you don't genuinely change how you have promised me that you were going to change, then it ain't gonna work out, and I cannot keep losing myself over this. Like, and that's where I stood on business, because like before I kind of was lying to myself in him. I was making him feel like, oh, I still love you, da 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 da, when deep down inside I was kind of like mentally checked out, and it was starting to affect my relationship with God. So I was telling him, like, listen, I'm not gonna lie, you're not causing me to do anything but sin, and I cannot have that. Like, you know what I'm saying? It just got that serious, y'all. Like, so what made me leave? What was the final straw? Him disrespecting me so much, not changing, given the fact that I had that serious talk with him maybe a week prior to him totaling my vehicle. Him totaling my vehicle, and just overall, like, spiritually, it just, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was growing, and he was just slowly, he was growing though, don't get me wrong, like, 7 was growing. I will give 7 that. But truthfully, and this is unfortunate for a lot of women, I know a lot of y'all probably can relate, that I probably built him up so much for another woman. Like, I literally like built a bear. Like, I built a bear, and I helped him grow spiritually, mentally, in all these different areas, right? And now he's a decent enough man to go make another woman happy, and they be great together. Yet me, on the other hand, I kind of lost myself. You know, like, I also grew spiritually, but I also kind of lost myself in that relationship. It just is so much. So I make this video final part to encourage y'all to know your worth, like, know who you are and know whose you are. I say that a lot of times in my videos because it's like, when you know that you are a daughter of Yahuwah, when you are a daughter of Yah, when you are a child of God, man, you need to read what God says about you in his word. Because it's like, if I would have just read what God said about me in his word, like, we are more precious than rubies, then it's like I would have had enough courage, I don't know, strength to bend leave. But, you know, you live and you learn. But yeah, y'all, like, that is the story on, like, surviving my abusive, toxic ex. It's probably so much more to this story that I have forgotten about or missed in this story time. But honestly, that's all I can handle right now, y'all. Like, my birthday was yesterday. I'm trying to move on with life and content. Plus, I have so many other story time series that I need to get into, because it's getting good. My life is getting good. It's actually bad, but it's getting good because I'm learning and I'm growing from it. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I'm sorry if it was kind of all over the place. It's just so much that took place in that relationship. Oh, and I guess to end it off, y'all, pretty much once he totaled my car, like, I got there, I got to the site, and you know, it was just a lot. Like, it was just so much, and I don't even want to think about it. It's probably going to trigger me. 7 was just being so kind of like nonchalant, like, when I got there, and it was just like it's not like, you know, just chill. And I'm like, this is my luxury car though. Like, is anybody gonna talk about this? No, but nobody wanted to talk about it. But yeah, y'all, so that's it for today's video. I love you guys so much. Lessons that you should learn from me: do not look back. We don't want to be like Lot's wife. When people show you who they are the first time, believe them and run. That doesn't mean judge people and go around talking about them and all that crazy stuff, but it does mean proceed with caution. You know what I'm saying? I pray for 7. I do think that one day he will be an amazing man for somebody. And yeah, it just was a lot, and I just couldn't take it no more, and I had to remove myself, and God ended up blessing me with bigger and better things. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I love you guys so much. That's it for today's video. video. Always remember that you can do all things through the Messiah, Yahusha, who strengthens you, and that's just on that. I'm gonna see you guys in the next one. Toodles, bye. Oh wait, let's run this video up. Let's try to get it to 5K likes for more story times, because I actually have a very juicy story time. It's actually going to be an evil series, so if y'all kind of want to see that, let's get this video to 5,000 likes. If y'all want to see that, because that's actually personal and it's very real, and I've been dealing with it for years. So if y'all want to know about that, let me know. But that's it for today's video. Toodles! See y'all in the next one. Bye. Like, what the heck?
They keep playing catch up, smell like mustard, can't catch up to me. I just walked that little like a dog and put her on the leash. Sneakingly